Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of 3 of the Muir Woods National Redwood Forest Edition. In part 1, Laura and I actually visited the park and we took you around showing you all the beautiful redwoods, the scenes, and some of the different facts about the park and the 1,200-year-old plus trees. 1,200-year-old and over 250 feet tall, some of them. It was absolutely epic. And so I had to go a little bit overboard at the gift shop. And so some goodies that I purchased and some seeds that I gathered coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. All right, y'all. So before we got started on the haul, I wanted to show you one of about a dozen plus coastal redwoods that I germinated and grew from seed last December 1st, so December 1st, 2018. And even though they're small, I mean, they really start to have a lot of character with the red trunk and the nice conifer needles. So it inspired me to say, hey, you know what? Let's get out there and check these trees out. So this is one of the smaller ones. I think it's because it's in such a small, shallow terracotta pot, but that's okay because some I'm going to grow out larger than others and some I'm going to keep really small. So this one may naturally be a small one. All right, so without further ado, some of the things that I got while we were out there. So I wanted to get a rock. That's what I always try to do, a rock or a shell, depending on where we go. So these gray with the white going through them, they were all over the beach and the Redwood Creek bed. So I chose one that was appropriate to add to my carry-on because I don't check luggage and I didn't want to carry a huge stone. So that'll be nice. I'm going to put that in a current planting, I believe, of 3 that I have. And then I wanted to get some things that I could put in plantings that I already have as well. You know, not just a stone, but you know, I like my little figurines, you know, to fit the theme. So the first one I got at the Muir Woods is a carved bear one. The California bear. Okay, so that's going to be, I believe, in my favorite, my largest specimen. It's actually, I bet if it was to grow wild in the wild, it would be a really dominant one of the seeds and the species that starts. It's 3 times the size of any of the other redwoods I grew. Okay, so that's number 1. And then, you know, San Francisco is really close to Muir Woods. So we went into, and we stumbled upon Chinatown, which is right next to Union Square, which is where we were staying. And they had all these cool souvenirs. So I got a Buddha. And I just imagine he's out doing some Yamadori, right? So I thought that was cool. I don't know what plant. I might do that with a Japanese Zelkova planting or red maple. No, Zelkova. All right. And then this one, don't you love the wrapping paper? I mean, you go into Chinatown in San Francisco and you're no longer in the United States. Laura at 5'3" was the tallest female there. But these women at 4 feet tall were giving me dagger eyes like, boy, this isn't your neighborhood, don't act up. I'm telling you, it was an experience. It was hilarious. But really good deals on the souvenirs, way less expensive than at Muir Woods. And here is See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil. The 3 monkeys. And this is actually, it's pretty hardy. This one's pretty plasticky. Oh, no, they're both, I think, made of some sort of metal. So they'll stand up well to watering. You know, they won't break down. This one is really cool. I don't know, I might do that with, maybe a ficus. I'll have to get a ficus. Okay. Ooh, a banyan tree. That would be cool to do with a banyan tree. Okay. So next, I had to get a container to hide the seeds that I gathered. So what better to do that in than get a giant sequoia, because I already had redwoods and I don't think that I had any sequoias actually survive. I may have 3. It depends as they develop. You know, sometimes as you grow a bunch of trees, they you know, they get all mixed up and they look alike. And so you're like, oh, is this a redwood? Is this a sequoia? We'll find out as we go. So there's a few that might be sequoias that I have, but since I had plenty of redwoods, I bought the giant sequoia that they guaranteed success in germinating. It says this 100% guaranteed germination kit gives you everything you need to grow a tree from seed. Includes seeds, growing medium, mini greenhouse, and detailed growing instructions. Just add water and sunshine. I think we all know it's harder than that to grow any type of tree, but I figured, what the heck, this thing's pretty cool. I'm not too much of a sellout. I've done it the real way. All right, so it looks like there are 13 steps to this bad boy. So that'll be fun. That'll be a video number 3. We're gonna go through the Grow a Tree by Plant a Living Legacy company. Looks like there's perlite and maybe just a, you know, an organic soil sediment type down at the bottom. We'll probably have to mix them half and half. But the cool part, so this is the actual greenhouse, I'm assuming. The really cool part is I got 3 different clusters from 3 different areas of the redwood forest, because I figured, you know, divide and conquer. What are the chances that all 3 wouldn't be viable? So I grabbed 3 different ones from 3 different areas. So those are going to be cool. We're going to get those germinated in the video with this guy. And then I grabbed 3 of these from a huge pine cone right at the Muir Woods Outlook. Muir Woods Beach Outlook, something like that. If you look it up, you know, on Google, it'll come up. It's absolutely epically beautiful. I posted a picture on my Instagram, Jarhead Bonsai, and these trees, they're unlike any pines I had seen. They had really cool needles and combs, and because they were grown in the cliffs, they were naturally, you know, restricted in height, and you know, I would call them a natural bonsai. Most of them between 10 and 20 feet, really cool. So these are them. I'll probably crack those open in the next video and get those soaking in some water as well. I've had a lot of success germinating pines, but when I got them, they were actually the seeds. They weren't these pods, so we will see. Okay, moving on from that, just some regular souvenir stuff, not necessarily having to do with trees. I always like to get a trucker hat, you know, when I go to a place that I really like. So this one was so cool. This is actually made out of wood. It's a thin piece of redwood that's wood burned. And so it says the Muir Woods National Monument. And it's got the creek and the sunrise and some redwoods. I loved it. So yeah, that's my new hat there. Boom, boom. And then I'd like to get a t-shirt too. As you can tell, I like maybe, I just care about bonsai trees and maybe 3 people. I don't even know what my own shirt says. But that one I saw on Instagram, and then Laura grabbed it for me. So this one, come up to the camera. It says Muir Woods, and you know, Mr. Muir, I believe his name was John Muir. He founded all the national parks in the United States, so it was dedicated to him by the Kent family, who had purchased the land. And you see within the beard, there's a bear, there's some redwoods. Actually, those aren't even redwoods. But there's some trees. It was really cool, and obvi, the beard was appropriate, I felt. My brother from another mother. All right, cool. So that's my souvenir t-shirt. Just grabbed the pamphlet so that I could read after the fact. Sometimes I like to read, you know, not when I'm actually in the moment, but after, when I'm reflecting on it. So this is a nice pamphlet. It's got plenty of information, front and back. It was just a lot to take in for info in the moment when you're looking up going, oh my gosh, the whole time, you know, it's pretty overwhelming in a good way. And then Laura got some more stickers for her suitcase. Boom, boom. Actually, I'm going to take you in to to see what we use for suitcases because we travel a lot. This one was from France, hence, yeah, we travel a lot. And we've got it down to a science. You don't need to check bags, none of that. I'll show you what we carry. It's awesome. And then the last thing, I like to get a little painting from where we go. So, greetings from the Redwoods. Thought it was cool and retro. So we'll throw that up in our room. We just have a bunch of, they're thrown up in no particular order, travel paintings that we've gotten from different places. So actually, let's go in there now and check out the luggage before I let you go from part 2, Muirwoods. I got Laura this for her birthday. It's by Go Penguin. They have the outer shell is made of a really light, impenetrable material from Germany. And then the wheels are whisper silent, guaranteed from Japan. And it's been amazing. It fits a ton in there. It has the TSA approved lock with the code so that only TSA and you can open it. It doesn't flip over when you push it. A lot of these ones that you spin them and walk with it, they tip over when you push it, but this bad boy doesn't. It's freaking awesome. All right, every direction, 2 wheels, 4 wheels, it's smooth. Fits plenty. You don't go overweight if they have a restriction on carry-on weight. Okay, and then this is way more effective than an Alice pack or a rucksack for my jarhead brothers that know what I'm talking about, and it's TSA approved for size as a carry-on. It is by Maxpedition. So you got Maxpedition, and you have, well, that says Go Penguin. So this can be used as a duffel or a backpack. So what I usually do, I just throw the backpack on, and then I'll take that, and Laura handles giving the IDs and tickets to people and all the administrative stuff so I don't have to talk to anybody. It's a little bit what I was talking about. This one here is from the Dominican. We got it walking on the beach. It's on canvas. Got this one in Italy with some street art in Florence outside the Duomo. This was a $3 painting. It looks like maybe finger watercolor. This cool old Asian guy at the top of Coit Tower in San Francisco. And let's see. And this one's on canvas. That is, well, you know, the Eiffel Tower. I was thinking about what the bridge is called. I can't remember. So anyways, all right, y'all. So that's going to do it for Jarhead Bonsai. Tonight I'm going to celebrate with our new shot glasses, the Muirwood shot glasses made out of redwood. No, they're probably made out of something else. But anyways, it was a fun thing to grab and celebrate yourself, celebrate life, celebrate the trees, and check back with Jarhead Bonsai for part 3. I'm Jared Paul. Take it easy, y'all.